This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
The big misstep to me, Arn, is scheduling the show to be head-to-head with the NFC Championship. And I know that, sometimes that's, like this year, especially with COVID, that was probably difficult to figure out. But it's probably not here. And I know that sometimes, you just got to do the pay-per-view and pick the lesser of whatever evils. But there's a whole lot of dudes who, if they had to pick between the NFC Championship game or wrestling, they're probably going to lean towards football and just catch up tomorrow on Raw, right?
Well, you'd think that. But you know what? Wrestling fans are they're pretty loyal. They really are. And then when you can DVR anything, that makes it look different. There are people that will tape the football game and watch the wrestling event and then immediately go back and watch football. So it seems foolish to book that, knowing that we have largely a male audience. And, other than that, you have like males and that from 16 to 49 and all these variables that point towards a football audience. But who knows? Who knows?
Do you think one of the big takeaways from this build is that pay-per-view, now that it's on the network, it's not the priority it once was? I mean, once upon a time, there's no way they would have thrown out a pay-per-view like this without having a full card announced. Maybe not a full card, but you've at least got 4 or 5 or 6 different major feuds or matches lined up. Whereas here, not so much. And maybe it's because of the network. We just sort of take for granted that fans are going to tune in and it's not as important to build the pay-per-view. Do you think that affected WWE in the network era?
I never know what that small circle of inner circle people that are in that meeting that look at the support card, which is always important. Now, the Rumble match is what sells that pay-per-view. It's the only pay-per-view that I know that one match is your primary goal. It is what all the people are talking about, and it will sell a pay-per-view. It takes 4 or 5 big matches on a normal pay-per-view to sell it. And they need to be good and they need to be built properly and enough time put into the story that I care about that. And it's always floored me. I've said this before too. For $9.99, how can you go wrong?
Right. I agree.
You cannot screw up. If WWE gave everybody a blank screen for $9.99, you really wouldn't be screwing that bad. I mean, it's $10. It's one drive through Wendy's or whatever.
No big deal.
No, I wouldn't think so. And it has amazed me also that, like you said, 91,000 buys, and that's at full price.
Yeah.
That floors me too. But I kind of understand that not being a guy that's a technical wizard, everybody doesn't know how to get the network.
Right.
Everybody doesn't know how to get hooked up to that and get it rolling. And they wonder, okay, if I sign up for this, are they going to charge me for a year no matter what, or am I actually, is it the truth? You can go month to month and all those questions. So, it just seems like to me that this build was built around not only one match, but it was kind of even squeezed down and whittled down that it was really just about Roman. And that's not fair to him.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.